Right, Zion had the very first kindergarten class locally. I started kindergarten in 1954. I was 4 years old. I was one of the very first kindergartners. We had kindergarten in the basement of the old school. Elsie Beckard was our teacher. Wonderful, wonderful lady. She was a grandmotherly type teacher. She was strict, but she also had a very loving hand. She was wonderful. She was great. As far as I can remember, there were 12 of us in the class. There were 5 girls, 7 boys, and to this day, I'm still very good friends with one of the girls that was in my class. As a matter of fact, her father, Edward Hoehne, was instrumental in getting the kindergarten started. I don't know any of the details or anything, but that's just what she told me. Some of my early teachers were Mr. Liebenow. He probably taught me in the 1st grade. Mr. Altoff, Richard Altoff, another excellent teacher. Mrs. Bach, Mrs. Esther Bach, my favorite. We had our kindergarten class in the basement of the old school. And like I say, Elsie Beckard was our teacher. And I remember we were supposed to have an operetta called The Early Bird Gets the Worm, which there were several of us kids that were chickens and roosters and whatever. And I got the chicken pox, and I didn't even get to be in the operetta. So that was one thing. That was one thing that I definitely remember. And we had the best playground equipment ever. We had the old slides that were way tall, and the old merry-go-rounds and the swings you could jump out of, and it was just a fun time.